Hello everyone, Jamie here. This is my third attempt at recording this. My first attempt was interrupted by my mother, God bless her soul, and the second attempt, I plugged in my mic, but I guess I wasn't being loud enough, and it didn't capture my audio at all. Well, it did, but you could barely hear me, so that kind of almost made me crash out a little bit. But I'm back now, and I'm ready to discuss this ship that you see in front of you. So, she is roughly 583 blocks long, she is 63 blocks wide, and she is about 90 to 100 blocks high. So she's a pretty big girl. So this ship, is Cunard's Q3 project. So for context, in the 60s, Cunard was flopping kind of hard. The queens, like Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth, they were aging, and they wanted a single ship to continue, what those queens were doing, when they had to retire the queens. So they asked shipyards to come up with a new queen. And several shipyards submitted designs. There was one by Holland and Wolff, one by John Brown, and this one is by Swan Hunter. Now this ship was never built because, frankly, she was very outdated. 3-class system, intense class segregation, high fuel costs, and just enormous size. This is 1961. So she would have bankrupt Cunard. She would have put them out of business, but they would have gone out in style. So, I can't, I can't exactly complain, because she is kind of a diva. So I guess the first thing to start off with is just to show you a little bit of inside what makes this baby tick. So this is a total mess. This is going to be, I guess, the first main public group I do, which is the tourist class Sun Deck Lounge, which is basically an evolution of the sunroom on board the Queen Elizabeth. At least I'm assuming that's what it was meant to be. This is the theater, intensely class segregated. First class has this balcony section, and then on this lower section, cabin class sits here, and tourist class sits around here. And then, of course, you have the stage area right there. So that gives you an idea of how complicated this thing is. This is the first class for Red to Grow, and this is the cabin class lounge. So everything is very more complicated than it needs to be on this ship. I think that's a good way to summarize it. By the way, this is a 2-funneled ship. So you have this massive funnel right here, probably the ship's most iconic feature. And then you have this mast, which also functions as the crow's nest, but it's also the forward funnel, because if I go into game mode, if I go into spectator, this leads down into the casing for the forward boiler room. So it's also a mast. Sorry, it's also a funnel. So I guess I should show the progress that I've made. Well, I guess the number one thing to say is this exterior was not made by me. It was made by Dooku 200 and Rylon. Rylon helped with the draft, and Dooku did pretty much everything else, including laying out these upper superstructure decks, which, thank you so much. I don't know how I could possibly repay you enough. I know I'm giving you like the super deluxe suite on here, but I genuinely do not know how to repay you, Dooku. And Rylon too. Can't forget about Rylon. Um, they were also assisted by Jaden_125 and Awesome Ninja Man. And the exterior was built on TSN or the Team C network. So be sure to check out Dooku and Rylon's channels, as well as theirs and Jaden's Planet Minecraft pages. They got a bunch of just awesome, awesome ships on there. So I guess I should show what I've done. So I started work on the navigating bridge deck. So we have the bridge here. Layout is based on Canberra, because she was designed in the late 50s. This ship was designed in the late 50s. So same general era. So it's very just no nonsense. It's just telegraphs, steering mechanism, control console. Just boom, boom. And then you have 2 chart rooms because the previous queens had 2 chart rooms. So it makes sense that Q3 would have 2 chart rooms as well. I'm not spoiling the name of this ship just yet, the name I've given her. But yeah. So, the next update video will be when I finished the navigating bridge deck, as well as the deck below it, the sun deck, which has the captain's quarters, the staff captain's quarters, bunch of crew stuff, and then the Taurus class upper foyer and the sun deck lounge, as well as the kennels right here. Yeah, that's right, the kennels are in the funnel. As well as the sports decks, sun deck, all of that general snazzy business up in here. So this has been I guess the announcement video for this ship. I do hope more people tune in. I do hope more people get engaged with this ship, because ask anybody who knows me and they will tell you that lately I have just fallen in love with this ship. It's all I talk about. She's truly a one-of-a-kind, and I hope I can do her justice. I can't wait to show you all like the progress I've made, how far she's coming along. Obviously I won't show like the whole thing, because then what's the point of downloading it on Minecraft? Now, when is it going to be released? To be honest, I don't know. My motivation comes and goes, and this is a big project, so I'm predicting a release of late September at the absolute latest, probably August. Mid to late August and early September is when I'm expecting I will have finished this ship and I can release her. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next update video. So, bye for now, everyone.